Have you ever noticed how love today feels both electric and exhausting? Like a bright flame you want to hold close, but sometimes it burns too hot and leaves you feeling scorched. It's strange, isn't it? With endless connections, swipes, and matches, love should feel easier. But instead, it often feels fragile, uncertain, even unsafe. This feeling goes far beyond dating apps or fleeting trends. It reaches into something much deeper, into the earliest patterns of connection we formed as children. Patterns that continue shaping how we experience intimacy as adults. What if the key to understanding why love feels so unstable today lies in how we first learned to connect? That's exactly what the pioneering psychologist John Bowlby set out to explore. And what he discovered changed everything. In this video, we'll explore why love in the digital age can feel so emotionally unsafe through the lens of Bowlby's attachment theory. We'll unpack how early emotional bonds create a blueprint for our adult relationships, and why dating apps, despite their promise of connection, often trigger old wounds of abandonment, fear, and confusion. By the end, you'll not only understand your patterns more deeply, but you'll also learn what it really means to feel emotionally safe in love. John Bowlby revolutionized psychology by revealing something simple but profound. Our need for emotional connection is as fundamental as food or water. He once wrote, "The propensity to make strong emotional bonds to particular individuals is a basic component of human nature. From the moment we're born, our brains are wired to seek safety through connection. When a baby cries, it's not just noise. It's a survival signal, a way of saying, I need you, I need to be held, comforted, protected. And when those needs are met with consistency and care, the brain builds a sense of trust, a deep, foundational belief that the world is safe and that we are worthy of love. But what happens when those cries are met with silence? Or with inconsistency, unpredictability, or even emotional neglect? The brain doesn't simply stop needing connection. It adapts. It learns to protect itself. It develops strategies to survive emotional risk. And those strategies become what we now call attachment styles, patterns of relating that shape how we give and receive love. Bowlby identified three main insecure attachment styles: anxious, avoidant, and disorganized. Anxious attachment looks like craving closeness but fearing abandonment. You might worry you're too much or feel like you're never truly loved the way you long to be. Avoidant attachment often means creating distance, shutting down emotionally, and keeping people at arm's length to avoid being hurt. Disorganized attachment is a more chaotic mix of both, born from experiences that were frightening or deeply confusing. It's a push-pull dynamic where love feels both wanted and dangerous. And here's the thing: these early strategies don't fade as we grow up. Instead, they quietly influence how we show up in adult relationships. And in today's world, one filled with dating apps, ghosting, and instant digital communication, these patterns can become even more activated. Think about the experience of using a dating app. You swipe right, feel that spark of possibility, maybe even excitement. But then, silence. A match disappears. A conversation ends abruptly. No explanation, just a void. And suddenly, your chest tightens. Your mind races. Did you do something wrong? Were you not good enough? Bowlby explained that attachment behavior is activated by any perceived threat to the availability of the attachment figure. In our digital world, that attachment figure might be a person we matched with, someone we're texting, or even the fantasy of connection. And when that connection feels threatened, our ancient survival system kicks in. This is why dating apps, even though they promise more opportunities for love, often leave people feeling more anxious, more insecure, and more alone. Because deep down, what the brain craves isn't endless options. It craves reliability, predictability, emotional safety. But this isn't just about technology. It's about something deeper, something older. It's about the emotional wounds many of us carry from childhood. Wounds that formed when love was inconsistent, conditional, or absent. Wounds that told us we had to earn love, that closeness might vanish at any moment, or that being vulnerable wasn't safe. These early experiences become the lens through which we see ourselves, others, and love itself. They make us hypersensitive to any signs of rejection or withdrawal, even if those signs aren't real. We read silence as rejection. A delay in texting back feels like emotional abandonment. And the unpredictable nature of modern dating mirrors the unpredictability of those early experiences. This is why love today often feels like a delicate balancing act. You want to get close, but you fear losing yourself. You crave intimacy, but you also fear rejection. You chase connection, then retreat the moment things feel too real. You might even find yourself repeating the same painful patterns again and again. But here's what's important to remember. These aren't flaws, they're adaptations. Your brain did what it had to do to protect you, and it's still doing it now. As Bowlby said, the attachment system is a powerful motivational system geared to maintain proximity to an attachment figure who provides protection. If that protection ever felt uncertain, your brain learned to guard your heart, even if it meant sabotaging love before it had a chance to grow. So how do we change this? How do we begin to feel safe in love? In a world that often feels emotionally unsafe, it begins with awareness, with realizing that your reactions, your anxiety, your fear, your emotional shutdowns aren't signs of something wrong with you. They're echoes of the past still playing out in the present. And once you see that, you gain something powerful: choice. You can choose to respond differently. You can calm your nervous system. You can start giving yourself the kind of safety you've always needed. Psychologists talk about creating a secure base within yourself, an inner sense of steadiness that doesn't depend on someone else's actions or availability. This secure base is built on self-awareness, on compassion, on consistent emotional care. It sounds like this: even if I'm afraid, I am still worthy of love. I can be gentle with my heart today. I can sit with discomfort and still feel safe. Bowlby reminded us, to be emotionally healthy, we need to feel that we matter to someone. And sometimes that someone starts with you. When you begin cultivating that inner security, everything starts to shift. You approach love with curiosity instead of fear. You seek connection without desperation. You learn that it's okay for love to be imperfect, because real love always is. This isn't a quick fix. Healing takes time. It takes patience. It means feeling things you might have avoided for years. But the reward is worth it, because love, when it feels safe, can be transformative. It's not something you have to chase or fear. It's a steady flame you can hold, without burning. So next time your heart races after an unanswered text, or you feel that ache of uncertainty, pause. Remember, this isn't just about what someone else did. It's about your story, your strength, your capacity to heal, and most importantly, your ability to choose safety inside yourself and in the kind of love you decide to build. If this message resonated with you, consider subscribing to Metasilogue. Here, we explore the deep psychological patterns that shape our lives, our relationships, and our sense of self. Because knowledge is the first step to transformation, and healing always begins with understanding. Thank you for watching, and remember, love begins with feeling safe, and safety begins with knowing you truly matter.